In a previous video, I showed you how to create a form in MailerLite. Now, I'm going to show you how to put that form on your WordPress site if you're using Elegant Themes specifically. So here we are on MailerLite, and this is the form that was created previously. I scroll down and we see all the different options for the form. It's in the Embed Form into your website section. In advance, what I've done is created a separate page on my site. This is just a placeholder so you can see all of the different options and the different ways that I'll show you how to insert the information. So let's get started. First thing we'll do is on the Embed Form into your website section, we'll go to JavaScript snippet. In a previous tutorial, I showed you how to get the one-time code into your site. So you need to have that there before you can add the form. So if you don't have it already, go back and check that other video. I'll have a reference to that in the show notes for this tutorial. We're going to take the form-specific information at the bottom, click Copy to Clipboard. I'm going to go to my WordPress backend. On Pages, I'm going to edit the demo page for the Divi Builder. So I'm using Elegant Themes. That means the Divi Builder, even though the specific theme I'm using is Extra and not Divi. The Divi Builder is available for both. So I'll click Edit with the Divi Builder. And let's plug in our first entry. So first, I'll show you how to use a code module. So if from this selection, I scroll down and select code. I already have the block copied. I'll just paste into this form and save. Now I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but this time I'm going to select a text module. And instead of visual, I'll go to the text tab and I'll paste there. Now I'm going to do the same thing for MailerLite, or rather similar action. Let's go to HTML code this time. Now you might be wondering, why would anyone choose the full HTML code over one of the snippets? Well, there might be a situation where you want to customize the particular form further. Maybe you're going to use the same form in several different ways, so you want to customize each way you use it. Personally, I'm too lazy. I just like to take the code as is, so we'll copy the clipboard. And now I'll add a code module. And paste all of that in. Now this one's interesting. It actually gives you a preview. Now I'm going to add a text module. And stay on the Visual tab. And paste that in. Next up is the button click. So we'll go to Show Pop-up on Click Event. Remember, this is the generic code. You only need to do that once. Instead, we'll go down to the form specific code. How do I know which is button and which is link? It has little text up here that says this is the button, this is the link. Click. So I'm going to copy the code for the button. I'm going to add a code module. I'm going to paste that text. And right underneath it, I'm going to add text module. And again, in the text tab, paste text. Now I'm going to go down and do the same for a link click event down here. Copy that code. Add a code module. Paste that text. I think you're seeing the pattern. And the same for a text module. The reason I'm doing both is I just want you to see how they display. And paste that text. I have a section here for the MailerLite plugin. I'm going to do a separate tutorial for that. What I do want to draw your attention to first here is it's more obvious with the button. See how there's extra space above the text in this button? So let's edit that. And that's because there's extra space in the text reference here. So I'm going to remove those spaces and save that. And it's formatted in a much better way. You'll notice the code module didn't have that challenge. So hint, perhaps you want to use the code module instead of the text module, generally speaking. We have the same situation here for the link. So again, modify that, get rid of those leading spaces, save that, and now that's displayed. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to save. And once that's saved, let's refresh the page and see what we have. All right, so you can see the first section. Actually, let's go back to MailerLite. We'll preview the form so you can remember what it looks like. There we go. There's our form. And as you can see, it displays exactly the same way, but in the fashion that we asked for. So here is the JavaScript snippet, displayed using the code module, displayed using the text module. Looks identical to me. The full HTML code inserted via the code module, via the text module. Again, looks identical to me. See, our links are working. We'll scroll down, look at the button click. They look identical now because of that modification I did to remove the leading spaces. And of course, the click event. Now, what happens when you click on the button? The form pops up. Same thing when you use the text module. When you use the link, the form pops up. And same thing for our text module. So there you have it. Not only do you have different ways you can insert the code into WordPress with Elegant Themes and the Divi Builder, but you have different ways you can display the information to your audience. So you have lots of options to choose from. I'll have one final tutorial where I'll actually talk about the MailerLite plugin, and I'll show you both the Elegant Themes and the Gutenberg block editor methods of adding that. That'll be in the next tutorial.